Now, come along with Callie and Cozy and get tangled up in Disney.
No choice. Here comes the smolder.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Tangled Up in Disney, episode 27.
Woo woo.
Woo woo. We are super excited for today's episode.
We're so excited. We're recording it early.
Way early, y'all. I just finished work. I was in the middle of making dinner, and Cozy's like, "Hey, you want to record right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do."
Let's get her done.
I do. So here we are, which is exciting because for those of you who listen on Apple and Spotify, you're going to have this episode before it would even typically go up because I'm just going to post it as soon as we're done. So congratulations. You get it basically a full 12 hours early. So we hope that you enjoy. We've got a couple updates we want to talk about. There's like a teensy little update about a game that's happening tomorrow.
The biggest
pretty
update
small.
of the game's history so far, but it's nothing, you know?
It's nothing. We'll gloss over that. It'll be fine. And then we're gonna get into we're gonna talk some fireworks and parades today, which is we've been looking forward to this for a while. And when I tell y'all there's a lot of parades, holy cow. And there's more fireworks shows than I thought there was. So that's just Disneyland and Disney World. I don't know if you did. I didn't look at any international parks.
No.
We
That
might have
was
to
too
do that
much.
next. There's too many.
Because I'm like, maybe we can do international parks in like a separate one. Because
like
the
that.
drone shows, I feel like, would just take it over for me.
The drone shows are going to be insane. That's actually on my list of what would I like to see in a fireworks show?
Drones. But what if the firework like whack into a drone?
I mean,
Oh no.
look, they figured it out in Paris.
True. That's true.
We were in Paris.
America. Explain.
Yeah, they got to get on that. But so there's a couple fun updates, and then we'll get into that. That's a Fortnite update. Y'all don't care about that. Hold on. I'm deleting stuff off my phone. So I thought this was really cool. They're slowly putting out more information about Tiana's Bayou. The update, there are going to be a minimum of 17 animatronics, including various forms of Tiana in different outfits, which I'm always big in animatronics. So I'm really, really excited to see the level of animatronic it is, how different it looks. Are we talking like Epcot Frozen Adventure style animatronic? Are we talking like the Hong Kong style animatronics?
Yeah,
I'm really excited for it.
Because them ones in the Frozen ride in Tokyo it looks like a real person.
Yeah, it's
It's
insane.
Incredible.
So there's going to be, there's going to be multiple Tianas. There's going to be a Prince Naveen, Mama Odie, a Lewis. There's different characters. There's like an entire band they have of animals playing instruments. It's going to be really neat. I'm very excited for it. I just want to see more stuff.
Yeah, I want to see all the things.
All the things, please. Speaking of all the things, did you see the new Lego sets that got announced?
Are those the duo ones? Like the duo friend ones?
No. I didn't see those.
Yeah, I think I sent it to you, the one with Pua and Hey Hey.
Oh yes.
And then there's a Lumiere and Cogsworth one, I think.
Those are really cool, but it is not those.
Which one?
There's a Captain America shield. So it's kind of going down the set of Thor's hammer, the gauntlet, etc. And I really, really want it. That one looks really cool. And then there's a Disney villain set.
Seen that.
It is the coolest thing.
It's so cool.
3 books that open up with the villains in there. There's a VHS that has Little Mermaid stuff in it. I think Ursula comes out of it. There is a pocket watch. There is the apple. There's a card for Alice in Wonderland. It is the coolest. Out of the Disney 100 sets they've put out, they've all been really cool. This is the one that I will be buying. Like
Yeah.
hands down. The other ones are like I've seen them in store. They're cool. I might buy them if I have like extra money and they're still around come Christmas. But like this one, I need this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to find it because it's really really it's so because it's like the books and stuff. It goes perfect on a bookshelf, which
Yeah.
I have bookshelves everywhere because I'm a book person. Um I'm really excited for this.
It looks so cute.
It looks amazing.
I need to.
The Apple stuff. We talked a little bit about this in stream yesterday. So the Apple's announced their new VR headset. It's $3,500. It's disgusting, etc.
It looks so cool though.
I didn't care a lick about it. VR makes me nauseous. So like we've had a couple of VR headsets. I can't use them. I get sick. When Bob Iger came out on stage and was like, "Hey,
You're like,
we've got
hi.
we've got some Disney stuff," and like I didn't even care until they showed the video. And there's like, so that you can like hold it up against, like you look at like a picture and like Mickey jumps out of the picture and is like jumping around stuff that you're looking at. Like will jump on your couch if you're looking at your couch. Like it looks really cool. There's one where the guy looks it down at his table and like draws a pattern. It's like a squiggly line, and the Main Street Electrical Parade starts playing
I saw that.
along that line and goes into the castle. I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I don't have $3,500, but I might suddenly find $3,500.
You'd never have to go to Disney again. So like you're saving money at that point.
I mean, look, you're saving a lot of money,
right?
Yeah. So they did announce that whatever is available, Disney Plus will be available for it on the day that it launches. So I don't know. Disney Plus in VR, like I'm just gonna sit and watch Bluey. I'm just gonna watch Bluey in VR.
You're sitting on your couch with the big old goggles on, and Trey's like, "Honey, what are you watching?" You go, "Bluey." We spent $3,500 on Apple goggles for you to watch Bluey.
Yep.
I love that.
Yep. Yeah. So like, look, it looks really cool. Eventually, if the price comes down and they put out cooler Disney, like if I can eventually walk through a Disney park, it's done. It's over. I will find a way to have those.
Like riding a ride with the
I'd be
VR.
so sick, but it would be so cool.
I would have to take Gravel.
Yep.
I mean, I have to take Gravel when I go to the park anyways, so it would be like no different.
Oh. Just imagine walking like, oh, hey, there's these new updates. And like, it doesn't update real time, obviously, but like they release updates towards, oh, you can now walk through the Halloween version of Disneyland right now. It's like, oh, done.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. I walked through Disneyland last night and I'm here to tell you about all the updates to the park. They added a tree and there's a lantern overhang. I'm going to be changing some podcast vibes. Join me as we walk through Disneyland. It's just going to be a single episode. I'm going to record it live as I'm walking through it. Like, all right, guys, right now I'm walking through Tomorrowland.
Wow.
Stitch just waved at me. It's going to be real time.
It's great.
Oh, this is going to be a super, super specific update to probably nobody that listens for this. But, you know, if you do, Disneyland is offering their California resident ticket deal again for the summer. It is a 3-day single park per day ticket starting at $83 per day for Monday through Thursday and $100 for Monday through Sunday, which is really, really good. That's on par with Disney World's $99 offering. So Scott Gustin has a really neat breakdown where if you looks like you can upgrade to a park hopper, it just costs more. But if you do the 3-day, 1 park per day and add Genie Plus to it, you're looking at $324 for the full 3 days, which isn't bad.
No.
It's $100 per day plus we'll say $24 for Genie Plus. So it's not horrible, especially depending on what the prices are. Like if the ticket prices are $102, you're basically paying the same thing.
Yeah.
But if they're like $120 a day, you're saving $80.
Hey.
Which at Disney that's another day's worth of tickets.
Or it's a Spirit jersey.
Or a Spirit jersey. So that's cool. That's it. No other updates are happening. Nothing else important at all.
Dreamlight
Nope.
Valley.
Nope. That's not happening.
I don't. They put out a patch notes, like the patch notes for this update.
Already?
Yes. And there's a lot.
I never look
going
at
on.
those until like the update's up, but
And there's
yeah,
a lot
patch
going on.
notes say-
And I'm like, do we just save it for next episode? Because there's a lot.
So why don't we save patch notes for next episode, but touch on what's in the video?
Okay, so we figure out who lives in the pumpkin in Forgotten Lands,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, if you guys didn't catch that.
I was correct the whole time.
Good perks to you because I know it's a pumpkin, but like I wasn't, because of the way the land looked, I was like, no, it's going to be like a villain or something. It's not going to be fairy godmother, but like here we are. Spoiler, sorry. It's in the video.
Here we are.
Y'all should have seen the video by now.
Fairy godmother's coming from Cinderella. She lives in the pumpkin. And I was right. And so,
I'm very proud of you for calling that update.
claps to me. Golf clap.
Whoop, whoop.
There's lots of stuff coming.
Yeah. It looks like there's like a tear in the sky. Like they're going full Fortnite style right now.
The rift.
We're going to be rifting. Islands are going to be brought in, which is like our current guess for certain things. Like the islands are just floating around. Look, Gameloft, I'm going to tell you right now, if you try to do things the way that Fortnite's doing things, it's not going to go well for you. So like you can take some ideas, but like don't go full Fortnite on us here.
Yeah.
It does look really cool. So they're saying that this is the biggest story update to date. We're going to find out a lot about what's happening in the valley, and it looks like we find out what caused it and maybe start working on how to fully fix it. There's a lot more thorns. The big thing in this video is that there's thorns, massive thorns appearing everywhere. So I don't know if that's going to be a quest, right? Like, oh, giant thorns reappeared overnight, so we have to do XYZ to unlock the pumpkin house, to unlock the character, to do the storyline.
Yeah.
I'm excited because the storyline is what has been big for me. Like I've been wanting more storyline.
Mm-hmm. I think this is very heavily story-based update.
I'm here for it.
And we have the new Star Path. It's Pixar. Wonder if Pixar Star Path. So
did you see there's some elemental stuff?
Yes, I did, which I think and that's where, I don't want to dive too deep into the game, but that's where this game has so much potential because it's literally limitless. With how many Pixar movies, Disney movies there are, it's like they could keep updating forever.
Yeah. What's crazy to me is that you don't even have to bring in the acquired movie rights. You don't need to bring in any Star Wars. You don't need to bring in any Marvel. And you are going to have infinite possibilities to bring. Yep. Because if you continue to slow roll these updates and only bring one or two new characters, or even just characters from a single movie, years and years worth of updates.
Yeah.
Which is super smart. I mean, Disney has the catalog for it. And if they eventually do decide to bring in some Star Wars and Marvel, they can. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's needed. I think it can remain totally separated. But there's so much.
Yeah. Oh, it's I love just sitting down and playing that game.
It's so relaxing.
Therapeutic.
It is a great game to just sit and enjoy. Did you see the ability to customize furniture?
Yes.
That's going to be really, because there's a lot of furniture where I'm like, I'll get it, but like it doesn't bring anything to what I'm trying to do. Well, now it does.
Oh, yeah. Fully customizable. And you can now carry an umbrella, and that's customizable as well.
I wonder if it does anything for you.
Probably not.
Like it's just a cosmetic. It's like your back bling.
Yeah.
The new skins for the tools are really cool.
Yes. Those look super cool as well.
I'm super, super excited to see everything that's in this. And yeah, I'm not going to even bother reading the patch notes till tomorrow. I'd rather just play it and see and then read patch notes to see what I missed.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, we didn't say the date. Sorry. So as you're listening to this, the new update does release. It is tomorrow for us, June 7th, 9 a.m. Eastern time, I believe. Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So it'll be up and running tomorrow morning. Before this is probably even up on YouTube, maybe.
As it goes up on YouTube.
As it goes up, it'll be live. So you guys can listen to this and watch while you are playing. Super fun. You'll be able to watch this in the background as we talk some fireworks and parades. I'm excited. I know what I am doing tomorrow after work now, which is good because we've been playing a lot of Valorant, and this gives me something else to do that's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Fun and fun.
Excellent.
Cool. You ready?
Yes.
You ready to jump in?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! So we had look, I probably made this way harder on us than I think I needed to, but we decided that we were going to choose our favorite overall fireworks show and parade from the domestic Disney parks. So that is Disneyland in California and Disney World in Florida. And just to give you guys just a little bit, there are over 40 different parades at Disneyland alone. And there are 10 fireworks shows at Disneyland alone. That's not including Disney California Adventure. So this was look, it was a lot of fun to sit down and watch. I cried a lot.
Yeah, like just
cried a lot. It's gonna happen. That's actually part of my rating. Did the show immediately make me cry? How long did it take before I started crying? Did I cry? There's a fireworks show I watched. I did not cry.
Mine's more so like, did I get goosebumps?
Yeah.
That my goosebumps is like equivalent to your crying.
Okay. Let's leave fireworks shows for last. So let's talk parades. What is I feel like I know the answer, but what is your favorite parade?
Paint the Night Parade at Disneyland.
It's gorgeous.
It is so good. The music, my favorite part is the music because I love the Owl City soundtrack like the whole way through.
Yeah.
Because I love Wreck-It Ralph. But then how they like wove in the Disney songs that go along with the floats that are going by you. It's like, oh, chef's kiss. And it's in the dark. I think that's so fun. And like the characters have little antenna lights that shine on their face so you can see their face. I think that's so cool.
The nighttime parade, like we talked about this. I'm not a parade person.
Yeah.
I would rather ride rides with a shorter wait time than sit and watch a parade. But nighttime parades are different because they feel like a completely different show at night.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd never seen this parade before. Because the last parade I watched at Disneyland, I think I was 5. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, because the last time I went, we were so focused on doing rides and things that
right.
I don't even think we stayed for a fireworks show because we had to drive back to the hotel. But so yeah, I hadn't watched this one before. It's very good.
Very good. Stellar.
Main Street. I've loved Main Street Electrical Parade forever because I watched that one a ton when I was on my internship at Disney World. And I didn't think anything would be able to beat that. This is it's the enhanced version of the Main Street Electrical Parade because it has everything that I love from that parade, but the music is more in tune. The lighting is prettier,
way brighter,
it's so much more colorful. Paint the Night was a great name for it. I think that is my favorite nighttime parade for sure.
Yeah.
I really like, so this again, it comes from probably more nostalgia than anything. So there's a Pixar Countdown to Fun parade that they do in Hollywood Studios. And that was the parade that they did while I was down there on my internship. So I have crystal clear memories of being in the Dockside Diner in Hollywood Studios around Echo Lake and just being dead because everybody's lined up for the parade. and I just hear Pixar countdown to fun, and like we would dance along with the dancers, and we had it all memorized, and so we would just be standing there. I'd either be in the kitchen cooking and getting the food ready, or else I'd be out front ready to take orders, and we would just be doing the entire parade. We just knew it.
The songs for that one are good.
It's very, and
It's
I love
catchy.
that it's the Pixar characters.
Yeah.
Because it's sometimes they get missed in a lot of those parades, so it was
Yeah.
very nice to see like a them parade.
Yeah, I think actually California Adventure has that one. Pixar
They
Play
do.
Parade. Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that one. And it's a fun one.
So there's no current parade in Hollywood studios right now, to my knowledge. I don't think it is. I think they stopped doing it after the Countdown to Fun. This is definitely one they should bring back with the reopening of the Pixar place.
Mhm.
I think redo it a little bit, add some more to it based off newer Pixar stuff, but I think it would be a great addition to the park as a whole.
Yeah. Disneyland has a parade right now. Magic Happens. Did you
Mhm.
watch that one?
Yep.
The beginning I was like, okay, this is cool, but like when Moana came and like the music for her and all the costumes are fantastic and there's Maui on a float, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. It's a good parade, but yeah, I love the nighttime one.
Yeah. If I had to go with like a favorite current, I think Festival of Fantasy at Disney World is still like, it has been my favorite parade, daytime parade. Like I'll watch part of it. If it's going past me while I am in the area, I'll stop and I'll watch it for a little bit.
While I'm in a Dole Whip line, I will watch it,
100%.
but then I'll leave.
Yep. Like, oh, look, the music is great. I'll dance to the music. The show's cool. Maybe it'll
Fair.
be different when we take Aiden again, because he'll like be old
Yeah.
enough to like care.
Yeah,
I just, as an adult, not my thing.
that's fair.
Now, fireworks.
Mm.
Y'all,
We struggled.
these fireworks were difficult. So look, here's me, right? I'm like, all right, Fantasy in the Sky was the longest fireworks show in either park. Like, I'm gonna watch that one just to remind myself what it looks like. I'm gonna watch. I have Wishes memorized. I don't need to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it again because I want to torture myself. And then I watched Happily Ever After and Wondrous Journeys because I'm like, these are the main ones. You're probably not gonna beat that. And then Cozy messages me and goes, "Hey, did you watch this one?" I was like, "No, they only had that one for like a year. I'm not even gonna bother watching it." And I opened it up. Holy cow. I don't know why they ever got rid of that one. They need to bring it back.
It is probably the best fireworks show they've ever had.
It is insane. And yet, even knowing that, I am still struggling to figure out if it's my favorite or not. Like I'm struggle bussing. So I have notes. So like Fantasy in the Sky was fireworks. It's cool. It got a 2 out of 5 for me. The fireworks aren't timed to the music. It just feels like music with fireworks happening in the background. It got it done for like 60 odd years. Great. It's nothing to bat your eye at. I really liked Disney Enchantment and Disney World because it had a lot of Walt talking in it, and I think those are always really special. But knowing what Wondrous Journeys and Happily Ever After and then Disneyland Forever, knowing what they can do, Disney Enchantment kind of lost some points for me because I'm like, it's not the best. Wishes is that's my baby. I have seen Wishes countless times. I have it memorized. There are things that I love about Wishes. And it was I think it was the last fireworks show in Disney World before they started doing like projection shows. But Wishes, they had little projections on the castle, but like nothing like what they have now. Wishes timed the fireworks to the music beautifully. Like there's a part where Genie's doing magic and the music is like da 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 dun 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 da 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 da, and you can see the fireworks are going off at the same time, going do 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 ba da da, and it goes to the music, and that's what I want. I want a show that has beautifully orchestrated music, mashups, etc., with fireworks that feel like an addition. I don't want to be watching a show and just have fireworks in the background. Like, I want the fireworks to add something to it, and I feel
Right.
like Wishes did that really well. Wishes this is so hard. Wishes gets a 3 out of 5 for me. Only because I know what projections can bring to a show now.
Yeah.
Before, Wishes would have been the top.
Yeah. I think if they were to remake Wishes with projections, it could be a game changer for sure.
Yes. Which look, I don't ever want them to get rid of Happily Ever After. I love that music.
It's so good.
There's things that I think they could change in Happily Ever After.
Like have fireworks that actually go along with the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the struggle for me.
And that's where it gets difficult for me is Wondrous Journeys and Happily Ever After have the most beautiful music I have ever seen in a fireworks show. The projections, mwah, I love them.
Yeah.
The fireworks just feel like they're there. And it wouldn't have killed me as much until I watched Disneyland Forever. And they have the fireworks timed beautifully to some of that. There's some parts where I'm like, that felt like a throwaway firework just to have a firework in there.
Yeah.
Whatever. But the fireworks were timed so well to the music. I'm like, why are you not doing that?
Yeah.
Why is that not a thing right now?
Maybe they focus more on the projections now. And they're like, oh, right. It's supposed to be a fireworks show. Let's just pop some fireworks off in the background.
That's exactly what it is, which, look, from a cost perspective, I get it. They spend a ton of money on fireworks every single day at all of their parks. So if they can get away with keeping your attention on something that isn't fireworks, they can do less fireworks and they're spending less money overall.
Right.
But I feel like they got too far away from, oh, look what we can do with the projections and the characters that we have flying around on our zipline. It's not just Tinkerbell anymore. Like, they're feeling like they can get away with this, and I miss the other stuff.
Yep.
So Happily Ever After, Jordan Fisher, I adore you. I love you with every part of my heart, and like the weirdest most non-weird way ever.
I wonder how many episodes you've said that in. It's probably like 4 or 5 now.
It's got to be a lot. Look, I don't stalk you. I swear, like I'm not like one of the really weird people. I just really appreciate your art. And I would love to see you on Broadway. That's like we've talked about going to New York. I'm like, if we go see a Broadway show, it needs to be one that has Jordan Fisher in it because that would just complete my life. The music for Happily Ever After,
so good.
If you take the Happily Ever After music and find a way to add some of the mashups from Wondrous Journey, like the Belle, Moana, Hercules, Hunchback of Notre Dame portion, that is my favorite part of that entire show.
It's my favorite part too. However, I love the It's Wondrous song that they have.
It's amazing.
I listen to it in my car all the time.
So I don't know if it's because we had Happily Ever After first and it's nostalgia. I love both of them. I prefer Happily Ever After to the Wondrous Journey song, but I think they are both amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not a very far between the two as far as the music goes. But that overall is what makes this so difficult, because there's things that I love from Happily Ever After and Wondrous Journeys. Y'all, if you guys haven't seen Disneyland Forever, please, there is a gorgeous YouTube video. You can't beat that. I think I have to say that that's my favorite, because I am still in awe of what they do. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's a fireworks show with projections, beautiful music. They project on all of the buildings on Main Street, USA.
Mm-hmm.
They have projections on Small World.
Yep.
They have water elements.
Yep.
There's like water jets.
I don't know why the show didn't run longer than it did.
Yeah. So that's what's blowing my mind.
It's my favorite. That's also my favorite. I've seen that one in real life most times out of all of them, because the year I went 3 times was the year that show was in. So I saw it multiple nights on each trip. But like you are on Main Street USA, and then Little Mermaid comes on, and there's all these like little seaweeds and stuff blowing up on top of the buildings on Main Street, while there's projections all along Main Street of bubbles. And then Let It Go comes on, and there's snow falling. There is snow falling on you on Main Street USA as Let It Go is playing, and it's snowing. And you look around, and all these little kids are like, they are just baffled. They're like, oh my gosh, it's snowing.
It's insane.
It is. The whole thing is an experience. It's not just a fireworks show. It's like...
It's an experience.
It's an experience. It is. The music is phenomenal. I think one thing they missed on Wondrous Journeys, not just because it's my favorite princess movie, but the Tangled, the Last I See the Light song, it's like the perfect song and scene for a fireworks show with the lanterns floating up. It's like, it's beautiful and it's gorgeous. And I think they missed adding that in there because both Disneyland Forever and Happily Ever After have that same scene in it.
Yeah.
With the song.
Which is, it's one of the best ones in the entire.
It like makes me tear up on both of them almost every time.
Yep.
Yeah. It is, yeah. It's so good. But yeah, that is by far my favorite. I think I would have to say by far. And then you got so Tinkerbell does her thing on the zip line.
What?
The do thing on the zip line. You know?
Okay, I have to pause you just for a second. I am amazed that she goes back and forth on it. I am so used to Disney World where you have Tinkerbell come out of the window at the top of the castle and fly in a straight line down the zip line into Tomorrowland, and that's it. That's Tinkerbell.
Oh.
I have never, this was the first time I have seen a Tinkerbell fly. That's why I texted you. I was like, is she on drones? And I got a closer look, and it's a zip line.
Yeah.
And she goes back and forth on the zip line between the castle, between the 2 points. And it is so much more magical than Tinkerbell flying down a single zip line to hit a mattress to stop in Tomorrowland on top of a building.
Oh, I actually didn't know that that's what she did in World.
Yeah. So, and that's why I had to pause you. Like it is that alone in the show. Like obviously we get that with the Blue Fairy and Baymax and Wondrous Journeys.
Yeah.
It looks so much cooler as Tinkerbell. Like they even had Nemo in the Disneyland Forever, but the Tinkerbell is just so much better. It's so cool.
She's so magical. But yeah, like Nemo goes across the zip line, and the top of the Matterhorn is then on fire, being like the Ring of Fire. And the fact that they're putting things and like a show everywhere in the park, basically. Like it
is amazing.
You can watch the show at It's a Small World because it's just as big of a show there as it is at the castle.
I have to tell you, like this, I knew I wanted to talk about parades and fireworks shows. Disneyland has blown my mind on this one. And I'm really glad you had me watch both Paint the Night and Disneyland Forever because holy cow.
You just watched Disneyland Forever like an hour ago too.
I did. I am still in awe.
So
I don't know.
Before you saw that one, what was your favorite?
It probably was going to be Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
Solely for the nostalgia. I love the music.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's the only fireworks show we've taken Aiden to see.
Oh,
and so
nice.
I have pictures and videos of me standing there holding him, crying as these different things happen on the castle, and I'm listening to the music. So it was going to be Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
So we talked about this, was it last week when they announced that Wondrous Journeys was going to temporarily go away for like the Halloween stuff?
Yeah.
And how part of what they said on there was there's going to be elements and projections all along Main Street USA. And I didn't get it. I was like, cool, whatever. You're doing Halloween stuff. It's going to be like spooky jack-o'-lanterns and things. Oh my God. If they have it set up so that it's anything like Disneyland Forever, where it's all the different projections and things along Main Street like that, and then they have it on like It's a Small World, game changer.
Yeah.
And this is what kills me is like they did a beautiful job with Happily Ever After, did a beautiful job with Wondrous Journeys. Both of them are incredible.
Mhm.
I feel like they focused so hard on the music that they missed an opportunity to bring a lot of this to Main Street USA. And why are we not doing something like this in Disney World? Why was it just in Disneyland? Did I miss a Disney World fireworks show that was like this? Like, this is insane. And I don't understand why they aren't continuing to do it with the remaining fireworks shows.
Yeah. It's the most interactive. Like you don't have to be right in front of the castle to enjoy it. You can be like I've been there in front of the castle for it, and then I've also been all the way like at the back of Main Street USA, and it's still just as cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I would pay the amount of money of a single day ticket just to watch the Disneyland Forever fireworks show in person.
Yeah.
And that's what hits different for me. It's like Happily Ever After is beautiful. I can listen to the soundtrack and it moves me the same way. I don't need the fireworks show or the projections for it to do that.
Oh yeah.
Disneyland Forever, like you said, is a full experience. And it feels like going to like a concert for me. Like I would happily pay $100 to walk in 20 minutes before Disneyland Forever, watch that, grab like a pretzel or churro on the way out and be happy.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
It is so good.
Well, and then imagine you watch Paint the Night Parade.
Stop.
Then after that, you see
No.
Disneyland Forever. That was multiple nights for me when I went in. It was, so we went I went with my roommate for the 60th anniversary of Disneyland. We went like almost right when it started. And
That is
yeah, they
insane.
ran that parade though. They ran it like 2 or maybe even 3 times a night. And there were some nights where we would watch all 3.
Yeah.
And the fireworks show.
I get it.
So it's like Paint the Night Parade 3 times plus the fireworks show. It was just, we were just on a magical high.
I am right there with you. That is crazy. They Disney. Now that I know what y'all can do, you gonna have to step it up, sweetie. Like,
Mhm.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all right now, if you guys haven't seen it, please on YouTube, there is I just searched Disneyland Forever Fireworks and it is by and I just had it. Let me
I can put it in the, I'll put it in the description on the YouTube video.
Yes, please, please, please. It is from Pixie Archive. Is who it's from on YouTube. Shout out to them. They did a fantastic job with that video. But it pans around to show you all the various light shows and effects as it's happening. So you're not just staring at the castle with somebody like with a phone or a camera on a tripod. Which is what most of those YouTube videos end up being.
Yeah.
Very worth it. Please, please, please take the time to go watch that because I'm in awe. I don't know what to do. And this is why we were like, we need to record this right now because
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm having a moment.
Callie's starting to cry again.
Do you need moments to be alone with the fireworks show? Yes. Thanks. Oh, very, very good. Holy cow.
It's so good.
Just the water, there's a water elements on the side and then it starts snowing with Frozen, and then I was watching one part and it was like doing the song and all of a sudden massive fireworks come out the back perfectly in time with the song and I'm just
Yep.
like,
Oh yeah. It's
my
it's
God.
everything that a fireworks show, like you texted me that. You said it's everything a fireworks show should be.
Yep.
Is what that show is.
So I made a list before I watched the show, by the way. I was in the middle of watching Happily Ever After, and I was like, let me make a list of like what I want to see in my ideal fireworks show. And it was mashups like we got from Wondrous Journeys, because again, that Belle, Moana, Hercules section that had some Hunchback Notre Dame thrown in, which I'm not mad about. Gorgeous. Beautiful mashup. Incredible. I want to see drones use like what they do in Disneyland Paris.
Yes.
And we'll talk more international fireworks shows and parades at a different time. I think we should touch on that. But the fireworks, the drones that they use, especially in the Avengers show for Paris, beautiful, and they've done them so well. And I think if they think that they're perfected, they will finally bring them over here, maybe. But
I
I
hope
think
so.
they can do a lot, and you can add a lot to a show with that, especially if you do want to cut down on some fireworks. Um, and then I want, if you have fireworks, time them to whatever your music is.
Yeah.
I want very perfect, not perfectly. I get fireworks have a mind of their own sometimes, but plan to have the fireworks go along with your crescendos in your music, and it just brings so much more to the show as opposed to just, oh, look, here's a big firework in the background as I play an orchestral moment from Moana. Like, great, thanks. Love it.
Yeah.
No, the timed ones are insane. And short of, I don't know, Disneyland Forever just did that so well. Honestly, throw some mashups in there, and I feel like Disneyland Forever is the perfect one.
Yeah. I mean, and I think Wondrous Journeys was the first one to do a mashup.
I think so too. I don't Happily Ever After, they didn't mash up like that. They would play part of a song and then like bring you into another movie and then bring you to another movie and then maybe bring you back to the original.
Yeah.
The mashups in Wondrous Journey are beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I think more mashups and then just Disneyland Forever.
Yeah.
That is, that is good.
Just give me that entire show and I'm down.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't believe how, sorry. Squirrel moment. But yes, fireworks, beautiful.
Yes. Oh, so good.
I got my candles from Magic Candle Company.
Ooh.
And I want to share them while I have a moment. So I went with 2 candles. And they are what size are these? 16 ounce. They're the smaller candles, 7.25 ounce. So I went with Pirate Life, which is like Pirates of the Caribbean. And then I went with Banshee Flight, which is like the Pandora ride, the Avatar ride in Pandora. I wish we had smell-o-vision. So they are, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, so it has a pretty little logo and a nice tin. It is a wood wick candle, which sounds fantastic. As you can tell, I have not burned this one yet because I have been waiting. But it smells so good. And the crazy thing is, so like a lot of my smells for Pirates of the Caribbean comes from the Florida water. Like the Florida water, it's so weird to say it. It has such a unique smell to it. So a lot of my memories come from that. But this smells like pirates and I can't get over it. It's really kind of crazy how much it smells like it. But so Pirate Life features pleasant notes of oceanic air, fresh rain, and salty sea breezes. It's a really nice, clean smell. I'm very much so a clean candle person. I don't usually put a lot of vanilla or musk in the candles that I like. Like fresh linen from Bath and Body Works forever was like my go-to. So then I have Banshee Flight, which color-wise looks identical. But this one is apples, melons, orange, and bergamot. And the heart blends lavender and rose, leading to a base of woody violet and musk. So it's muskier than what I typically go with, but it smells very, very good. And I haven't been on this ride yet, so I can't tell you if it smells like it, but I can tell you the smell is incredible.
Does the Pirates one smell like the Pirates ride?
Yes. It is crazy how much it does. So I don't know how they do that, but the time and effort they put into making these, I'm sure is, very large. I'm sure there's a ton of time and effort that goes into that. So thank you guys. So again, Magic Candle Company, if you want to order and have smells brought to your house from either the Disney parks or Universal, they do have Universal smells. They have parks, rides, food, resorts. you can use our code Tangled Up for 15% off your order. I think it's very worth it. These candles, they're going to burn for a while. I'm really excited to use them. They smell incredible. And I look at it like I'm going to spend that kind of money if I go to Bath and Body Works anyway.
Right.
And I would rather have them be smells that make me happy and bring me back to favorite vacation moments instead. So, and you're helping a much smaller business. Obviously, Magic Candle Company is family owned and operated. Helping small businesses is huge. So again, if you guys want to, that is magiccandlecompany.com. Use Tangled Up as your code for 15% off your order. You will not regret it. They're fantastic.
You will not.
You will not. Oh, that's what I had for this week. Did we miss anything? I don't feel like we missed anything.
No, I don't think so. There's a lot.
I may have forgotten to say it. Watch Disneyland Forever on YouTube.
It'll be in the description of our video.
Please. It is so good. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this early edition of an episode. I will tell you next week is going to be the Dreamlight Valley update. We may sneak a few other things in. We'll see what happens. But as big as this update looks, it will probably be the entire episode for Dreamlight Valley updates.
Yeah.
Which I'm so excited that I can't believe the updates tomorrow. Like, we've been waiting for them to announce this. And it's funny because I was telling Benny, I was like, it's going to be early June. Based on the timing of the amount of time in between Star Paths, it's probably going to be sometime very early June. And I almost said it would be the 6th.
No, I think you told me it would be the 6th.
I that's the date. That's what it feels like. I might have to go back through our notes because I feel like this is the date I've had in my head for a while for updates. So yeah. Oh, also, just in case, if you guys really want to, next week episode will be on my birthday. So, if you want to listen, be super special if you listen to the birthday episode for Dreamlight Valley updates.
So for sure, listen.
Hey, thanks. Super love.
Or else.
Or else. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys again so much for hanging out. Let us know, what is your fireworks show that is your favorite? What are your parade favorites? What did we miss? What did we not talk about? Phantasmic doesn't feel like a fireworks show. It's completely separate, which is why I didn't talk about it here. Don't come for me.
Yes.
Let us know. Tweet us. Put in the YouTube comments. We love to hear from you. Again, as always, let us know what you want to hear, and we will work it into the show as well. Thank you so much for hanging out, and tune in next week for super fun Dreamlight Valley update time. Woo!
Woo-woo!
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.